can you just tell us about a brief background of yourself, your life journey, some choices you made that led you to where you are today?
Yeah, sure. So, the long story is I was born in Taiwan, moved to this country, my whole family did, when I was 7 years old in first grade. We first lived in a suburb of New York for my grade school years, and then moved out here to Silicon Valley starting in junior high. I grew up in this area, so saw a lot of technology and saw a lot of startups kind of throughout the 80s and the beginning of the Silicon Valley era. Another big influential time, I went to UC Berkeley, and while I was there, I spent 1 year studying at Beijing University. At the time, it didn't seem like it was a big deal. I was interested in being a history professor, that's why I went. But it turned out that I was there very early as far as the whole sort of China as a country and as an economy opening up. So I got to see a lot of things in China, and eventually that helped when we were making our games, and all the controllers for Guitar Hero were produced in China. So that kind of 20 years later came back to pay off in a strange way. But I think being from here in Silicon Valley and coming back here after college, in many respects, I guess it was inevitable that my brother and I started our own company, because it just seemed like that was what everybody here did. And we happened to make a video game, and it was something we grew up playing. This was where Atari started, and we started playing Atari video games. So as a kid, we were playing video games, and so I guess everything kind of came full circle from the fact that we were basically raised in Silicon Valley, playing video games at an early age, and then having spent some time in China, all of that in my childhood added up to, I guess, contributing to Guitar Hero.
Great. Yeah, and we were connected through a mutual friend, Richard Lin, and Charles was introduced as part of the Taiwanese Mafia.
Yes.
And for those who don't know, Mafia, I think it originated from the PayPal Mafia. Everyone who worked at PayPal went on to become very big entrepreneurs. A lot of them started YouTube, Yelp, many other businesses, Palantir, Tesla, and so it's a phrasing of some very successful Taiwanese tech entrepreneurs. And I think you comment that's the Taiwanese Mafia is the nerdiest mafia there is.
Yes, yeah. It sounds a lot more sinister than it really is. But it was just a bunch of technology entrepreneurs, a lot of us who were really kind of second generation Taiwanese who ended up in software here. Unlike a lot of the first generation who were more in semiconductors and hardware, we became friends and knew each other. Steve Chen, the founder of YouTube, Kevin Lin, one of the founders of Twitch. There's a whole small community of Taiwanese American entrepreneurs who, in software, who got to know each other, and so somebody called us the Mafia. Like I said, it's probably the nerdiest mafia in the world.
Do you guys have the seasonal gatherings of the families discussing what's going on with the Mafia, or is it very casual?
Actually, when we get together, we talk more about food, which I guess is very Taiwanese thing.
Sure. Yeah, and I think obviously a lot of you know that I'm also Taiwanese, so that's the part where we relate a bit. We really like games. Octalysis